Coyotes. It seems every so often they claw themselves back into the media where they are portrayed as vicious predators. Coyotes can cause problems in urban neighborhoods, but there is little evidence that they deserve to be vilified as dangerous beasts.
What they've learned is that backyards have cat food and dog food left out all the time. People's gardens have vegetables and fruit that have fallen to the ground. That is taking the coyotes, luring them from out of the canyons in their open spaces into our own backyards.
Of course, pet owners living close to open space need to take extra precautions.
If you want to keep your cat absolutely 100% safe, keep it indoors. If it's outdoors and it's running loose, there's a chance it can be eaten by a coyote. There's a chance it can be hit by a car. Keep them in the house and you know they're going to be safe.
If you have small dogs, don't leave them unattended in your backyard.
If you see coyotes jumping into people's yards, there's a very easy technique to prevent that, and it's called a coyote roller. Basically, on the top of your fence, you stretch a metal cable from post to post, and over that cable, you just put a small piece of PVC pipe. A coyote, when he jumps up, and they can clear a 5-foot fence pretty easily. A 6-foot fence, they're going to reach up and put their paws on the top of the fence. If that PVC rolls, the coyote cannot get traction and will fall back to the other side.
One way to keep them out of your community is a technique known as coyote hazing. Now, that doesn't mean breaking out your fraternity paddles. It simply means that you want to make the coyote feel unwelcome. Wave your hand, shout, whatever it takes to scare them off.
You want to make that animal afraid of people and afraid to come back into our communities. So if you see a coyote and you stomp and yell and scream at it and it turns and runs away 10 feet and stops and looks back at you, take a couple steps forward and scream and yell at it again. You need to make sure that coyote knows, I'm not welcome here, it's not safe for me to be here.
Los Penasquitos Canyon Preserve borders several housing developments. It spans nearly 4,000 acres and has more than 10 miles of trails. A supervising ranger here says he hasn't had one negative coyote incident in the 12 years he's been here.
When people see coyotes in the canyon, sometimes they get a little bit alarmed and they want to come and tell the ranger they saw a coyote down the road. I let them know that that's probably a wonderful thing that they saw, and they have to realize that they are in a wild area, in an open space preserve, and this is where coyotes are supposed to be. We ask for people to keep their dogs on a leash at all times. Some people don't like that and they ask us why. Primarily it's to keep their dogs safe. What will happen is, as they're running loose off a leash, whether they're large or small, they can easily be drawn away or attacked by a coyote that is simply an opportunistic hunter and sees this prey coming by.
When you see these people that have leashes that are 20 feet long, they can't protect that animal if there's a coyote in those bushes 20 feet ahead. That coyote will jump out and snatch that animal instantly.
So why not just trap and remove the coyotes living here? Some even ask about killing the animals to decrease the sheer numbers of coyotes. Well, those methods have been attempted across the country, and it just doesn't work.
Coyotes play an integral role in the ecosystem. If you get rid of a coyote, and that's what we always hear, can't you just kill this coyote? Can't you trap it and relocate it? Doing so means that prey population that coyote has been living on, the rabbits and the mice and the rats, is going to explode. Nature has a way of balancing itself out. When those prey populations explode, that's going to actually draw in more coyotes into the community. So again, we need to learn to live with them, but keep them in the open spaces and in the canyons where they rightfully belong.
Coyotes are here to stay. It's up to us to find ways of coexisting with them. We need to accept and even enjoy that wildlife as part of our environment. When you hear the chorus of coyotes late at night, it's them telling us, humans and pets alike, that this is their home. For the County News Center, I'm James Ketchkage.